if Hans wants to go to France and television is not going to pay for it anymore. Let's talk. Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Well, Tony TGD did it again, and he broke the news last night that Hans is out. He is no longer the president over there in Europe. He's now a consultant. What does that mean? Very simple. He's not getting a check anymore. They told him, hey bro, we're out of money. It's over, man. No more trips to Egypt. None of that stuff is coming. Hey, but we'll call you, right? We're leaving on good terms. You know, we'll call you if we need something, right? You'll be a consultant, right? We'll pay you by the day, give you a little per diem deal going if we ever do launch anything. Guys, it's not a good news. Let me start off by saying if you're an investor in this company, your money's gone, right? It's never coming back. Now, first of all, guys, let me dispel this notion that somehow, you know, these YouTube videos that criticize executives are affecting them in any way. Let me tell you this. If you gave me $150,000 salary a year for the last, I don't know, 3.5 years, 3 years at least, and you told me that the only thing I would have to do for that salary is not produce anything tangible, but I'm gonna have to endure some criticism on the internet from, you know, YouTubers because they're upset that I didn't produce anything, I would take the $150K a year every day. On top of that, you're also completely foregoing the fact that these people are sitting on millions of dollars of investor funds and have yet to produce a thing. You know, and from all evidence, the money wasn't spent productively, let's say, right? Don't want to get myself in trouble, but not in the most productive way because we still don't have a console. Think of it this way. These executives have produced the same amount of retail consoles that I have, that any of you listening to this program have. The only difference is we didn't get paid $150K. All they produce is prototypes that we don't know what's in them. And the most sickening part, you know, to me, right, as a viewer of watching this for the public, is for these guys to take in all this money, have other people do their jobs for them when it comes to promoting, and not paying those people a single dime. Now, was it the best promotion? No, but they got taken advantage of. You know, so if you want to describe these people as struggling, no. You know, the only people who would do that are investors making videos on YouTube, which are actually infomercials, so you should always take that with a grain of salt. These are public figures that took donations, you know, or if you want to call them investments, whatever, crowdfunding, and produce nothing. They are to be held accountable. If you told me I would get all this money and have access to all this capital and all I would have to endure is for Gen X Gamer to make videos about me, I would take it all day, every day, and even worse. I would take, you know, all the other videos that are out there, you know, the Darius Truxtons, the Tony TGDs. I would take all the criticism for millions. Jeez, I'd be crying myself to sleep in an island with Swiss bank accounts and shit. And is this going to get any better? Probably not. Not for investors. But what does this mean, right? What does this mean in the big picture? Well, it could mean a couple of things, right? Number one, Phil Adam was, back in the day, the only one really that disagreed with Tommy Tallarico and said, we should have started small. We should have started a smaller project and then build from there, right? So this could actually mean that he is getting his way within the company, right? Because remember, Tommy is not the biggest shareholder. If the rest of the shareholders and the board gets together and say, no, this is the way we should go in the future, that could happen. Remember, we have not seen, right, the tax returns for 21, and we don't know where the money's at right now. We really don't. it's mostly in salaries as far as we know, but they could have relent the money, right? And a lot of times this happened, guys. I mean, I hate to break it to you guys, a lot of a lot of Intellivision and Amico fans specifically, and Tommy fans will tell you this doesn't happen, but it happens all the time, right? You get large investments, you scratch yourself off a lot of cash, right? Because you deserve that bigger salary or that bigger bonus. And then you take it all and then you relend it to the company. Oh, see? See how that works? And now the company owes you money that you got for free. And that's how business works. But anyway, guys, this could be happening, right? A restructuring of the business plan, and they're going to just launch locally and then build from there and then try to get another investor to buy in and do it all over again, right? And with that investment, try to go to Europe and other places. That's one way you can do it. But guys, this is a changing economy. I don't know if you noticed. Inflation is going up. If you follow my business videos, which most of you don't, let's face it, you'll know that I talk about how the economy is changing. But this has a huge, huge implication for these people looking for investors in the future, because right now people are not speculating. With a declining economy, there's less money out there to speculate on ventures like this. It makes no sense. Why would you, for example, if you had limited funds, why would you invest in a company like this when you can buy Microsoft or Sony at a discount? Doesn't make sense, right? There's a lot of stocks out there that if you want to invest in long term are going to go for really, really cheap right now. So the opportunities for them to raise funds, unless it's somebody that really loves Intellivision, are very few and far between. This could be really the signal that it's about to end, right? So it could be both. It could be both. Phil could get his way and just start small. We do just these founders editions with the bare bone minimums, just functional units, like the one Hans got. Hans got the unit. He's like, okay, let me play. Wait, what the fuck? I'm out. That could happen too. He got the box and what the hell is this? He showed to the first meeting and man, it's gone. He's gone. Guys, this, no matter how you slice it, is not good news for any investor, right? Because now your hopes and dreams of 25 million consoles are completely out the door. I know many of you didn't believe me, especially the Amico fans, when I told you that those numbers didn't make sense.
If we hit about 25 million consoles sold, it's a 10x return.
Be happy if they produce 10,000 at this point, right? But it's not looking good. It is really not looking good. But for those of you, right, who are wondering where the money went, don't worry. I have a special series coming up to talk about those who haven't been talked about yet. Everybody dunks on Tommy, everybody dunks on Phil, but let me tell you, they're not the only ones cashing a paycheck. They're not the only ones cashing a paycheck and doing very little for it, right? And investors want to know where the hell the money went.
New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.